Look to the heavens. Among the wandering lights of our night sky, one shines brighter than almost all the rest. A radiant jewel, glowing in the twilight. So bright it has been called the evening star and the morning star. That dazzling world is Venus. To the naked eye, it seems beautiful, serene, perfect. A heavenly diamond cast against the black canvas of space. But appearances deceive. For beneath that golden glow lies one of the most hostile, terrifying, and extreme places in our solar system. Most people think Mercury must be the hottest world. After all, it hugs the sun more closely than any other planet. But Mercury has no blanket, no shield, no atmosphere to trap heat. It boils under the sun by day, freezes in darkness by night. Venus, though farther away, wears a cloak of gas so thick, so suffocating, that heat cannot escape. Every inch of its surface bakes at a constant 864 degrees Fahrenheit, 462 degrees Celsius. Imagine that, hotter than a pizza oven, hotter than molten lead, hot enough to kill any machine, any traveler within moments. And this heat is no accident. It is the work of the greenhouse effect. On Earth, our atmosphere warms us gently, keeps oceans liquid, keeps life alive. But on Venus, carbon dioxide dominates. 96% of the air is this greenhouse gas. Sunlight pierces the thick clouds. The surface absorbs it. And when the heat tries to escape back into space, it is trapped, locked in, recycled endlessly. The result? A runaway greenhouse. A hellish prison of fire where the same temperature burns across every mountain, every plain, every valley, day and night, pole to pole. Venus, once thought of as Earth's twin, reveals itself as Earth's warning. For this world teaches us what happens when greenhouse gases take control. But Venus does not only burn, it crushes. Its atmosphere is not a thin veil, but a crushing ocean of air 90 times thicker than Earth's. To stand there would be to stand beneath the weight of a kilometer of water pressing on every inch of your body. No human could survive. No ship could last. The planet kills not with one weapon, but with many. And yet, Venus continues to call us, to dazzle us, to remind us that beauty can hide danger. How did this world come to be this way? Was it always hell? Or did it once hold oceans, rivers, maybe even life? The answers lie buried beneath its golden clouds. And to find them, we must journey deeper into fire itself. From afar, Venus is wrapped in a blanket of brilliance. Its clouds, thick and eternal, hide the surface from every human eye. For centuries, no telescope could see past them. Astronomers dreamed of oceans, jungles, and swamps beneath that golden veil. Could Venus be Earth's twin paradise, they wondered? Could it be a second home for life? But the truth was far darker. Those clouds are not made of water, but sulfuric acid. Imagine raindrops that burn through metal, that melt skin, that poison the land. The skies of Venus do not bless. They torment. High above, the winds scream at hurricane speeds, circling the entire planet in just 4 Earth days. Clouds race endlessly, driven by powers we still do not fully understand. And beneath them, darkness, a permanent twilight where sunlight struggles to reach the ground, filtered through poisonous haze. The surface never sees blue skies. It never sees stars. The sun itself is dim, faint, only a glow in the thick yellow air. Standing there, you would see nothing familiar. The horizon bends strangely under the thick air. Mountains look distorted, distances vanish. It is like standing in a dream, an endless nightmare dream of sulfur, fire, and crushing pressure. And yet, above those clouds, high in the atmosphere, the story is different. 40 miles up, the air is thinner, the pressure gentle, the temperature almost Earth-like. Some scientists wonder, could life survive there in floating colonies of cloud dwellers, in droplets of acid mixed with strange microbes? Could Venus, even now, hide secrets of survival where the air is calm? The clouds of Venus, deadly and beautiful, are both shield and weapon. They trap heat, they poison skies, they fuel storms, and they guard the mysteries of the world below. To truly know Venus, humans would have to pierce them, descend through acid rains, face the crushing weight of its air. And that is a story of courage, of exploration, of machines sent to their deaths in the name of discovery. What lies beneath those clouds? For centuries, we could only guess, until the 20th century, when humankind dared to send machines into the fire. The Soviet Union launched the Venera probes, brave metal explorers built not for survival, but for sacrifice. One after another, they fell through the clouds, their cameras straining against heat, their instruments gasping under pressure. Most lasted minutes before being silenced forever. Yet in those brief moments, they gave us visions never seen before. Visions of another world. The surface of Venus is a rocky wasteland, endless plains of basalt, jagged mountains, cracked lava flows. It is a land forged by volcanoes, covered in scars of eruptions, some ancient, some perhaps still alive. For Venus may be volcanically active even today. Whole regions show signs of young lava, hot spots of heat that may glow with eruptions beneath the suffocating air. Imagine standing there, the ground trembling, the horizon glowing red, molten rivers flowing into a haze of poison. The rocks themselves are scorched, the soil baked. No rivers run here, no oceans shimmer. If water ever existed, it boiled away long ago, stripped by heat, blown into space. Venus is dry, utterly dry, a desert beyond imagination. And yet, its mountains rise like ghostly guardians. Maxwell Montes, towering higher than Everest, casts its shadow in a place where shadows themselves are strange, bent by thick air. The Venera lander showed us cracked stones, dusty plains, eerie silence. The American Magellan orbiter later mapped the surface with radar, peeling away the veil of clouds. What it revealed was stunning. Volcanic domes, collapsed craters, ridges that stretched for thousands of kilometers, a land both alien and strangely familiar. It was as if Earth's geology had been twisted, burned, and remade under crushing weight. This is a land of fire, a world where mountains rise but rivers never flow, where volcanoes breathe but oceans never form, where the land itself is the memory of a violent past. Venus whispers to us not only of itself, but of Earth's own fragile future. Venus is often called Earth's twin. In size, yes, they are nearly the same diameter, the same mass, the same gravity. If you place them side by side, they would look like sisters, born from the same cosmic womb. But what sisters they became. Earth, blue and alive. Venus, yellow and dead. Why? Once, long ago, Venus may have been different. Some scientists believe it had oceans, shallow seas that glisten beneath young skies. Perhaps it even held life in its infancy. But as the sun grew brighter, as heat grew stronger, those waters began to boil. Evaporation filled the skies with steam, and steam, a powerful greenhouse gas, trapped more and more heat. Oceans boiled away, hydrogen escaped into space, and Venus crossed a line it could never return from. A runaway greenhouse effect transformed paradise into hell. Earth could have suffered the same fate, but we were spared. Our oceans balanced us. Our atmosphere evolved. Our planet remained gentle enough for life. Venus shows us what might have been, a mirror of terror reflecting what Earth escaped. And what about life now? Could anything survive on such a world? Not on the ground, not in the fire, not in the acid rain, but perhaps high in the clouds where temperatures and pressure soften, strange forms could drift, microbes resistant to acid, feeding on sunlight or sulfur, floating endlessly. In 2020, astronomers detected a strange chemical, phosphine, in Venus's atmosphere. On Earth, it is made by microbes. Could this be a sign of life? Or only chemistry we do not yet understand? The debate rages, the mystery deepens, and Venus taunts us with a whisper. What if the twin that never was? Venus and Earth, so alike, so different. One alive, one dead. One a garden, one a furnace. Their story is not only about the past, it is about the future. Venus does not merely burn, it storms. Its winds, high in the clouds, scream around the planet at speeds of 200 miles per hour. Imagine hurricanes not for days, but for eternity. The entire atmosphere circles the world in just 4 Earth days, a phenomenon called superrotation. No one fully knows why. It is as if the planet's atmosphere is alive, driven by hidden engines of heat and chemistry. From space, Ultraviolet images reveal streaks and bands across the clouds, patterns that shift and change like brushstrokes of an invisible painter. Strange dark spots absorb sunlight. Strange flows ripple through the haze. Venus's atmosphere is a mystery we still cannot solve. Lightning flashes through the acid clouds, thunder rolling silently in the thick air. Storms may rage unseen, hidden beneath the veil, shaping the chemistry of a world already strange. And the rotation of Venus itself, what a mystery. It spins backwards slowly, taking 243 Earth days to complete a turn. A day on Venus is longer than its year. The sun rises in the west and sets in the east, crawling across a poisoned sky. Night and day mean little, for the heat never changes, the pressure never lifts. But this backward spin adds to the strangeness of its storms, the chaos of its winds. Venus is eternal motion trapped in eternal stillness. From orbit, the clouds race. On the ground, silence reigns. A contradiction only Venus could write. Why do we study Venus? Why do we risk machines, risk dreams, for a world that kills? Because Venus is not just another planet. It is a warning, a mirror, a prophecy. It shows us the power of the greenhouse effect, not in theory, but in truth. It shows us what happens when carbon dioxide dominates, when oceans vanish, when balance is lost. Earth today faces its own greenhouse challenge. Our air warms, our seas rise, our climate changes. Venus screams us across space. This is where it can lead. This is the fate of a world that lost control. And yet, Venus also teaches hope. For its atmosphere, though cruel, is a laboratory. Its clouds may hold secrets of life. Its geology may reveal volcanism that still shapes worlds. Its twinhood with Earth may tell us why we live, and it does not. Future missions are planned. Rockets, orbiters, balloons that may float in the skies of Venus. They will search for life, map the surface, measure the storms. Humanity will not stop until we know the truth. Venus, the morning star, the evening star, the brightest jewel of the heavens, is no paradise. It is fire, it is storm, it is death, but it is also a teacher, a cosmic reminder that beauty can be deadly, that twins can become opposites, that worlds can change forever. When you see Venus glowing in the night sky, do not think only of beauty. Think of what lies beneath. Acid clouds, crushing air, volcanic plains, eternal heat. Think of the lesson it carries. For Venus is not only the hottest planet, it is the voice of the cosmos, whispering to us, protect your world, or one day it too may burn.